Not so long ago, an extremely popular YouTuber, Linus Tech Tip, ended up getting in some extremely big drama, which is extremely rare because he is someone who is really good at staying out of trouble, and most of the time when people talk about him, it's usually something positive. But this time he got himself in some pretty hot water, and this is pretty serious too. I also don't really consider this drama, because most of the time when you think about internet drama, you have two content creators who just have overinflated egos, getting mad at each other, and they're just talking about something that's not really that serious at the end of the day. You can just laugh at it, and everyone can move on. But not this situation. Linus Tech Tips ended up getting called out by another YouTuber, Gaming Nexus, who is an extremely good creator, and you should go and check him out. And he ended up making an extremely long 40-minute video, going in depth on what Linus has been doing, and it's not looking good for him at all. It's very rare to see a fan base just completely turn, especially this quickly. So Linus has basically been called out for forcing out reviews. Instead of taking the time it's needed to make a video and to do something as important as this, he just decides to go and speed run the process, and also when he makes these mistakes, he doesn't really care enough to go back to the video and fix them, or maybe even delete the video and re-upload it with the right information, which is basically just pushing out misinformation, which is something that's extremely bad, especially for someone in his position. A lot of people look up to Linus and value his opinion a lot. Most of the time, if someone is wondering, hey, what graphics card should I go and buy? They usually would go and look up to these tech YouTubers who go and review products. And I know there's this one excuse that a lot of their hardcore fans like to use. Well, no one should go and listen to someone like Linus Tech Tip. He's an entertainer at the end of the day. He's a YouTuber. Why you should go and value his opinion? And I also think that's just something extremely dumb. Yeah, you may not value his opinion, but there are tons of people out there who do. Because, let's just be honest, it's extremely hard to get in the PC space. It's extremely confusing, and a lot of people just have absolutely no clue what to do, especially if you want to go and build your PC. Because I'm pretty sure we all heard how absolutely terrible getting a pre-built PC is. That is something that I do not recommend you do, because you're literally wasting your money, and most of the time you are probably just buying an extremely bad product, so do not do that. So a lot of people want to go and build their own PC, and that is something extremely confusing. Most people will usually turn to these YouTubers like Linus Tech Tip, and they will go and hear their opinion. Yes, the videos are meant to be entertaining, but people also watch it because they want to see him review the product. They want to hear his opinion, and they want to know if they should spend their money on it and if it's good. So he has a responsibility to be as truthful as possible and to make a very accurate review. It's extremely unacceptable for him just to go and rush out these videos just so he can go and make as much money as possible or to get the most amount of viewership. And I know there's some people out there saying, what's wrong with making mistakes? It's something that everyone does, which is true, but the level that he is making them is just completely unacceptable. In the video that Gamer Nexus uploaded, he shows multiple examples of just him getting his facts completely wrong multiple times in one video, and they are so much examples of him doing this. It's just absolutely insane. There's going to be a point where you have to really sit down and realize and go like, we're making a lot of mistakes. Maybe we should go and like slow down and spend more time to work on one video. But why would I go do something like that? I'm basically wasting so much money. I could go and make way more. And this is also extremely bad and potentially dangerous for the company. Now, if you're someone big like AMD, it really doesn't matter that Linus Tech Tip ended up reviewing your product and say it was extremely terrible and you shouldn't go and buy it, because they already have a big fan base and a bunch of people are going to go and buy their product no matter what. But let's say you're someone smaller, a startup company. That's going to be an extremely big blow that an extremely huge YouTuber like Linus came out and say that, hey, this product is absolutely garbage and you should go and stay away from it at all costs. That is not good, and that could be an extremely big hit that may even sink your company. Because when you're new in a space like this, and also something very competitive like tech, the only people who probably know about your existence are people who are already deep inside of the game, and they're probably watching someone like Linus to hear his opinion. And also, this is just a bad look for the whole field in general, because they could be a lot of other companies out there who want to sponsor tech channels, and since they're going to see that one of the biggest channels out there are pushing out extremely bad and rush reviews, it may make them extremely scared to sponsor other tech tech channels, and they may just not do that anymore. And to make this situation even worse, something like this already happened. A company known as Billick Labs ended up sending him a cooler to go and review, and since he probably rushed it out, he reviewed it wrong. He said the product was extremely bad, and to make it even more worse, yes, it gets even worse than that. He ended up auctioning it off, a prototype, which is just absolutely insane. How do you make a mistake like that? And that is something really bad, because what easily could happen, that a competitor can go and pick up that prototype, they could go and copy it and make it their own product so they could go and get an advantage. That is an extremely big mistake that I literally don't even know how you make, especially when you have a whole team of people, because a lot of people tend to forget that Linux Tech Tip isn't just some YouTube group anymore, or just a bunch of friends coming together to go to make videos. They are an extremely big company that is worth a lot of money. So this is an extremely big deal, and they should not be making mistakes like this. But of course, mistakes like that are just going to keep on happening if you just rush your videos out. And doing this just makes absolutely no sense, because I'm pretty sure his fan base is not going to be mad at all if he just comes out and say, I'm going to go and delay this video because I want to work on it a little bit more so I can go and release the best product. That's really all you have to say. I don't think anyone is going to be mad at all. But just like every single content creator who gets in trouble, we obviously have an apology video that he has decided to go and upload on his YouTube channel. Is this apology video good? No, it's not. Of course it's not. Because every time when a YouTuber wants to go and release an apology video, it's going to be extremely bad. And he also made a brand new tactic, which is something that I have never seen before. Instead of him deciding to come out and talk about the mistake he made, he got a bunch of other people who work at his company to do it, and he shows up around at the ending of the video. Now look, I ended up watching this video fully, and I'm just here to tell you it is not good at all. It is just filled to the brim with fluff and stuff that just do not matter, and also his fan base thinks that too, because this video is getting a lot of dislikes. It is not looking good at all. Just does the usual saying, you know, I let my emotions get to me, and I should not have done stuff like that. But don't worry, we apologize, and we're gonna learn from our mistakes. And I'm actually gonna give my employees time so they can go and make a quality video, and so we don't make mistakes that could have easily been avoided. Do not believe this guy at all, because he is not sorry. The only reason why he ended up posting this apology video is because he got caught. Because you know for a fact that if Gamer Nexus never made this exposed video, he would have kept on pushing out extremely bad and unfinished reviews so he can go and make as much money as possible. Because that is the only reason why he's decided to do stuff like this, because he's just extremely greedy. And I know there's a lot of people out there who's gonna say, well, he owns a business now and he has employees to pay, which is true, but that still doesn't excuse the fact for you knowingly making an extremely bad product, because everyone on the team knows that these videos are extremely unfinished and filled to the brim with mistakes. It's just unacceptable. The video should not be put out, and obviously more time and more research should be put in the video so something like that does not have to happen. This is just completely unacceptable, and he is not sorry at all. He is sorry that he got caught, and I really feel like that we should not accept this apology at all, and this is something that we should have just let pass by. This is an extremely serious situation. I don't even consider something like this drama, because if you are reviewing a product and a lot of people look up to you for your opinion, you should make sure you are making a good review and not feeding people misinformation. Something like this just should not be happening at all. Anyway, this is just something that I want to talk about. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.